Hello, here's a slightly different video. It's a question and answer, Q&A video, which I've never done before, and I'm a bit nervous about it because I don't know why. It's just I've not answered any questions, I don't think, yet. But I'm looking forward to doing this video, which I'm going to do right now, in a minute. Anyway, I've just got a few things to tell you. Yeah, so there's some really good questions, there's some hard questions, there's some personal questions, but I will answer them all, or try my best to. I did ask the other day, I was really worried in case my videos were too long, and the majority of people said they liked a longer video, so thank you if you did. And I suppose if you like a shorter one, you can like pause it and then come back to it. So this might be a long video because there's quite a few questions and I don't want to leave anyone out because I don't think that's fair. So I shall try my best. But like I said, I've not done this before, so if I do it a bit strange and you're like, people don't normally do it like that, you fool, then I do apologise. I'm just trying my best. I have watched a couple of question and answer videos. I watched a Louise Pentland one and I watched a Zoella one, and they were very funny. Actually, I really like them. So yeah, I've watched those. Before I get on with the questions, my phone is just charging just to the left of me. To the left, to the left. My phone is charging to the left. This Beyonce song. I'm going to show you my mug of the day, which you might have already seen if you've been on Instagram. Or if you're on Instagram, or if you've been on, I don't know. This is my mug of the day. I love this one. I bought this quite a while ago. Oh look, it matches my nail varnish, sort of. That bit does. I bought this from TK Maxx a little while ago. I can't remember if it was before I started doing YouTube or after. I can't really remember, but I just love it. And I saw it there in the mug cupboard. And I thought, this is actually one of my favourite mugs, but I haven't used it in ages. That's one of the questions. Some very hard mug questions coming up, so I'll try my best to answer. Yeah, so this is TK Maxx. I think it was $4.99. It's Grace Teaware, that's the make. And it came in a little box, and there was quite a few other ones. And it's kind of like bobbly and a bit wonky, and I just love it. It's gorgeous. And today I've got a coffee. So that's the mug of the day. I love the fact people are still having that in their heads when they see mugs in the shops, or when they go like to grab a mug from the cupboard. I think that's so funny that you have a mug of the day in your head. Right, so that's my mug. I'll show you my dress in a second, but you might have seen it on Instagram. Stop talking about Instagram. Okay. This is what I've got on my lips, because some people ask. I don't know. Is this something that is this useful, or is this just rubbish? I don't know, because I do get asked about my lipstick. So I don't know if it's important to tell you. I don't know. So this is just a Collection 2000 really cheap lip liner, and it's in dusky pink. It's the perfect pink. So I put that on like nyeh, and then I put this on as well. This is the one I got Poundland in Weymouth. This is the same Maybelline one, 185, and this is the colour of that one. So it's just a really nice pink colour, and together they are I think quite a nice colour. And then I put some like powder, you know, like pressed powder, just a little bit, and then I line my lips again to give myself a fuller lip. So I don't know if that looks like it. I did try. So that's those, and then, oh, smash, they didn't smash, they're fine. My dress, I put a picture on Instagram, I've already said that about 10 times. This is from a charity shop, I got it yesterday, East Coast Hospice charity shop in Great Yarmouth. I booked an appointment for my hair, I'll tell you about it in a second. This is like going to be the longest. This is like a life update and question and answer video. Right, so yeah, the dress, £2 from East Coast charity shop. It's a kind of long with a little frill at the bottom, woo, and it's knee length, and it's so nice. It's lined, Sainsbury's, £2, and I bought it yesterday, and I said to the lady, I'm going to wear it tomorrow, so I just popped it straight on. I didn't even wash it. It smells great, so I thought there's no point. So I'm going to get my phone, my hair, that's what I have to do, my hair, then my phone. I'm not showing my phone, the answers, the questions are on my phone. Right, so my hair. I did ask the other day whether I should have like a Caroline Flack thing, like, you know, like with lighter at the bottom, kind of shoulder length, or just dye it all dark. And a few people said all dark. The majority was Caroline Flack, just go for it. So I'm going to go for it on Friday. So I've booked it in. I'm going to vlog it as well. So that's what I'm doing on Friday, is getting one. I'm really excited about it. The girl was really nice. I'm just going to trust her. I'm going to go with it. I saw a picture on Instagram, and that's why I chose that salon. So thank you if you recommended someone. I will use them if I look awful on Friday. But hopefully it'll go well. Right, stay there. So I'm going to grab my phone and get these questions, and we'll get into the question and answer. I am quite a bit scared. Not scared, but a little bit I don't know, I've not done anything like this before. It feels quite indulgent, if you know what I mean, but then it's YouTube, isn't it? So it kind of is. But right, help me, this is my video. So I'm going to go comments. Oh, let me go into the other way. I'm going to go oldest first, like with the questions, not with the people's ages, because that wouldn't be fair, would it? Right, okay, help me. Oh, I've got adverts in my videos. I hope you don't mind, but I don't want to watch my own advert. I'm not allowed to, I don't think. Right, stop with your advert. Skip survey. That's me. Okay, so I'm going to go down to the comments. Newest first. No, I want oldest first, don't I? I've gone to the bottom. So newest first, then I went down to the bottom. Right, so I'm going to start off with Sinead Heenan. Hello. What made you want to start doing YouTube? Well, it was because, and you might have already watched my old videos, so some of you might know the answers to these, some might not. But basically, I was doing radio presenting for about 10 years on and off, and then that kind of ended. Someone, the company didn't want me anymore. Didn't give me the sack because I was still self-employed, but they didn't want me to carry on working for them. And they didn't actually tell me. They just said they didn't want me to come in the next week. It was really a horrible end to like 10 years of something I love. But anyway, I am still doing radio for KLFM and I love it. They're great fun and they would never be horrible to me like that. So I needed to do something else and I thought I'll try YouTube. So I did a couple of like joke videos. I did some, I don't know if you watched The Apprentice, but I did like a spoof of The Apprentice. So I'd watch The Apprentice and I'd sit after it and write out a little sketch, and then I'd put it on YouTube and Twitter, and it did really well on Twitter, but on YouTube no one really cared. And then I started watching a bit more YouTube and saw like Poundland hauls and different hauls, and I was like, oh, I could do that. So I did some Poundland hauls and charity shop hauls, and then just really enjoyed doing it and had such lovely comments. I was like, oh, well, let's do more of this. So that's why I got into it, because the radio ended and I wanted to kind of do something else creatively. Right, hello to My Pet Life. How did you get Rufus and Bestie? Are they rescues? And I think this question's going to come up quite a few times. Bestie isn't. So we went to get a cat a couple of years ago. Me and Toby wanted a cat. Lee didn't want a cat, but now he loves the cat. He's like, him and the cat are besties. Oh, besties. Right, so we went to get a cat and we just like phoned up one. It was like, oh, we'll just do it tomorrow, you know, like an impulsive thing. So we just were on Gumtree and we just saw a little cat breeder in Great Yarmouth, and we went along and we chose Bestie. We went to get this tabby cat, but it was the run to the litter and it jumped out of my arms. And then the man came up and said, oh, what about this one? And Bestie like clung to me and I was like, oh, let's have this one. So we were meant to get Betsy. That was the cat we were meant to get. That was Toby's name. But instead we got a Bestie. So that's where Bestie came from. Rufus, my mum really wanted a dog, but we thought, well, we kind of share a dog because they're quite a lot to look after, aren't they? You know, if I go away and do gigs, and then mum can have him and he stays with her in the evening because she's on her own next door, and then sort of we see him in the day, and sometimes he'll sleep over as well, which I love. So we got him from Faith Rescue Animal Centre. Is that what's called? Faith, yeah, in Hickling. And my mum went along and she was looking for a dog, and she saw him first, and then we went I think a couple of days later, and we just fell in love with him. And he's got like a funny leg, a funny paw. So he's come from Ireland and he was really mistreated in Ireland. Something happened to he's got a little deformity on his paw. And he was really scared and really frightened. So it's taken such a long time to get him I don't know, comfortable with people. He's really scared of men, but he's so happy now. Like, he's the happiest little dog. I love him so much. Oh, he's just brilliant. So, yep, Bestie is not a rescue, and Rufus is. So we rescued him. Which countries have you been to, and which countries would you like to go to? That's Violet Rose. Hello. Oh, you sent me some lovely things, didn't you, I think? Thank you. Right, so we've been to quite a few countries. Greece, Italy, America, Vegas. So I went to Vegas. Thailand, love Thailand. Been there a couple of times when I was younger. France. I've said Greece, haven't I? Italy. Norway, not Sweden. I worked on a ferry, and it went through Sweden and Denmark. It was a DFDS ferry from Denmark to Oslo. So Norway to Denmark. And where else? I'd like to go to America properly. And I'd really like to, been to India. We went to, what's it called? Goa. Went to Goa. Where else have we been? Greece, Cyprus, Spain. Yeah, so I'd like to go and do a lot more exploring. So I'd like to go to Australia. I'd like to go to Sri Lanka. I'd like to go to Thailand again. No, I'd like to go everywhere, basically. What's the best thing? This is from LB1986. What's the best? I'm just keeping an eye on time. This will be quite a long video, so do pause it if you need to and just come back. But you've got to watch it all. Don't leave me hanging. Right, LB1986. What's the best thing and worst thing about YouTube? I think the best thing is, excuse me, and I've said this before, like I thought YouTube would just be all negative. So when I first started doing it, I got some horrible comments, horrible comments at the very start, and I thought that was normal. I didn't know, like, people were lovely. I didn't expect anyone to be lovely and supportive. So I think when I started, I was a bit like, oh, okay. And then I've been so surprised by people, and it's just, yeah, made me really happy because people on YouTube, the subscribers, are so lovely, and it makes me really, I think definitely, this isn't the question, this isn't the answer to this, but I've definitely been happier since doing YouTube. I'm happy anyway, but it's just given me this thing I love, and I think it has made me happy, and it's an outlet for all like the bargains I buy, because I could never show them to anyone. Well, I've tried, but no one's really interested. And what was I going to say? And yeah, I just love it, and the nice comments mean so much, and yeah, it's just great sharing like my little life, and people like enjoying it as well, and I don't know, it's just nice. So that the best thing, there isn't really a worst thing, just the best thing is, I think, reading the comments, making people laugh, making people smile. My sort of aim in life, going off the question again, but my aim in life is to be happy and to make people laugh. There's nothing better than making someone laugh or smile, in my opinion. So that is what I love to do. Hello to Gloria1, that's your name. What's the favourite song you sing at holiday camps and why? My favourite song at the minute is Dua Lipa and New Rules. Talking in my sleep at night, making myself crazy. That one. I like that one. And so I might record that for my next song of the month. I've got to do that. Oh, this hair's annoying me. And it's sort of making a shadow on my face, so let me try and get that back. Right, so that is probably my favourite song at the minute. Hello to Elida Mackenzie. I hope I got your name right. What's your favourite part of being a mum, and what do I struggle with the most? Favourite part is, I don't know. Favourite part is, I think, just being with him, and when we're like laughing together. I don't know. I just love him. I love him so much. You know, obviously everyone does love their child. So I think just being together, like, is my favourite part, when we're laughing and just having fun. I think that's what life is about. What do I struggle with the most? Early mornings, like when he gets up really early and when he's being a bit of a pain. Obviously everyone struggles with that, but when there's no reasoning and you sort of really try. So when you're on your own, I sort of, hats off to single mums or single dads, because sometimes when you're on your own and there's no break, if your kid's being naughty, you can't you need someone to come in, or need to get out of it for a few minutes to reassess the situation, because when it's happening, like when your kid's being a pain, it's such a big deal. You're like, oh, it's so annoying. And then if Lee comes in, then he can take the situation away and just go, oh, I'll, or if Toby's being a pain with Lee, then I'll just come in and do, change my, approach. And like, oh, everything's okay, and you distract. So I think, I struggle when Toby's being a bit of a pain, which when he was younger, I'll get into this in a bit, there's another question. I found it a lot harder, like terrible twos and three-nager stage. That was really hard for me. So I'll get into that in a bit. So yeah, I love everything else about being a mum. It's just brilliant. I'm so glad I did it. Yay! Okay, what have I got here? Hello, Pat. Oh, she just said my dad's funny. Thank you. I read all my dad the comments the other day, and he loved them. He's very funny, my dad. Where were you born? From Cleo. Hello, Cleo. I was born in Kingston upon Thames, which I don't think I've said before. Kingston, hang on, it's not my lifted out, it's all right. Yeah, Kingston upon Thames in Surrey. Do you know what I nearly just said? Like, how old I was. That's ridiculous, because I was obviously born. Right, Nikki. What has been your favourite charity shop bargain, and do I still own it? That's really hard. That's a tricky one. I've just thought of something. A chair. I'll go and show you my chair. I found this in Great Yarmouth probably 6 years ago. There's loads of other bargains, like charity shop things I found, but I can't think of them. But obviously I buy lots at charity shops. There is, there's a chair. I'll quickly go and show you my chair. I bought it for £30, Great Yarmouth. I think it was at the Big C in the town centre, and I'll show you it. It's lovely, and it kind of faded. We put it in a conservatory in our old house, and it faded a bit, and it's gone even nicer. So I'll quickly show you my chair, then I'll get back into the questions. This is my lovely chair that I got from the charity shop that I really love. Yeah, it's just been a bit sun faded, but I just love it. It goes in any room, so once we've sorted the house out, it'll go somewhere. Yes, so that's it. That is one of my favourite things from a charity shop. This is Vanessa Robertson. This has been asked quite a few times. Hello Kate, great to have you back after holiday. Do you think you and Lee will have a brother or sister for Toby? And then how we met. So, she's a fellow Norfolk girl. Hello Vanessa. Right, so when I first had Toby, I thought, oh yeah, we'll have like a brother or sister, you know, in a couple of years. Yeah, we'll have another one. That was kind of what I thought. And then I realised how hard it was. And I was like, this is really hard. And then obviously struggling with sleep. Toby's 6 now. And then I thought, got to about age 2, and I thought maybe, in the back of my head, I was never like, I don't want to have another one, or I do want to have another one. I was like, you know, see what happens. And then he got to about 2, and then I found it really hard, like the terrible 2 stage. I was just like, what the hell? Like every day, like on my own with him, like, all this crazy, like running around the table, not getting dressed, and it really sort of boggled my little brain. And I found it really hard. I was like, this is so difficult. And everyone else around me was kind of, no one else struggled. They were all like, seemed quite perfect. I probably went to the wrong groups. I went to some really nice groups later on, and found like really nice women that were sort of more like, oh, I'm having a hard day, or like my son or daughter's been a bit of a pain. I'm like, oh, my people. But I think initially I didn't find any of that. I had just had people saying, my child's amazing, my child's fully potty trained, and I was like, well, we're not, we're just trying our best. So anyway, back to the point. So got to about 3, then I was like the three-nager stage, and I was like, whoa, this is this is hard. So I think I probably struggled, I'd say maybe struggled more than other people. Not like, I don't know, it was fine looking back, but I just remember thinking, whoa, I don't know if I can do this again. And then when he went to school, so got to age 4, he went off to school, I was like, oh, I've got my life back. Like I had my days back, and I got some peace back, and I was like, oh, and I was like, actually, do we really need to have another child? Like, I know it would be nice, but we're really happy. Like, we're a happy little unit. And I think when I realised I was happy, I was like, I don't want to have another child. And I think there's like a lot of judgment placed on you if you choose to have one child, if you choose to have no children. I think you kind of, or maybe even if you have loads, you might get judged as well. I just think it's daft. I think we should just do what we want to do. If you want to have no kids, have no kids, you know, have that lifestyle. If that's the lifestyle you want, just do it, and no one should make you feel any different. And then if you want to have one child, what's wrong with having one child? You've brought a lovely little miracle into the world, and I just, you know, I'm so glad I did, so glad. But, you know, if you want to have 2, then brilliant. If you want to have 7, then have 7. If you want 5, I just think we should see, you know, if you really want to have another child, if I really wanted to, I would have done, but I didn't. So I was just kind of really happy in our little triangle. Hello to Style and Scrimp. Hello, you're Catherine, I think, aren't you? Forgot that right. What's the best bargain you've ever found at the car boot sale and charity shops ever? Well, there's loads, but the one that always sticks out is my Cath Kidston wine glasses, a set of 6, and they were 20p each. And I'm going to go and show you them because I'm so proud of them. They were in a box, a brand new box. Well, actually, I didn't find the box until I found them afterwards. I was like, oh, I have these, and then the box was there. So she hadn't even used them. So I'll just quickly grab them. They're different colours, and show you my Cath Kidston glass collection that I got for 20p each. There's loads of other amazing bargains, but for some reason, that's the one that always sticks in my head. Oh, and my Pip mug from the other day, the 10p one. These are the wine glasses that I found, and not everyone will probably love them, but there you get 2. I got 2 of these, 2 green and 2 blue. And yeah, I was just so happy. And I've had these for a good few years now, probably about 4 or 5 years, and we've still got all 6 intact. I just love them. I love coloured glass anyway, and they were 20p each, and they're Cath Kidston, so that's one of my favourite buys. There will be loads of other bargains that I found in the past that I'm proud of, or really good bargains, but I can't think of them. So what I will do is, in other vlogs, or vlogs like the weekend vlog, or vlogs in the future, I will show you things I've got in the past from car boot sales or charity shops, because I'm sure I've got some lovely bargains, but I just can't think of anything else apart from these amazing wine glasses that I got. I love them. I love you. I love you. I love you. Back to the questions. Hello to Amorous Witch, who says, what's your favourite song ever? That is a really hard one. I don't know if I've got a favourite song ever. I've got songs that I love. One that sticks in my head is Jackson 5, Rockin' Robin. I don't know why that was, but I loved that when I was little. And then we used to sing it when I was in a band, not like Getting Famous band, but in a holiday park. We did that in the band and I enjoyed that, and that's one of my dad's favourite songs. And I really like Alicia Keys and Falling. Like that's one I sang, one of my first songs that I sang when I started singing professionally on my own. So I might even record that, because I haven't sung that in years, but that might be, don't know what that was for. So I might record that. That might be a good song of the month. So I hope that's okay. To the answer to that question. Will me and Lee, hello to Lee A, will me and Lee get married one day? Well, okay. I think I've been asked this a few times as well in here. So I'm not that worried about getting married at all. I think we wanted to a little bit, and then we went to loads of weddings and we were like, nah, it's too much faff and people get stressed. So I think at the minute we're both happy as we are. And then if anything changes, we half want to get married, like have a party in our garden, but then we don't want to do the marriage part. So we want a big party. I want a hen do, and Lee wants a stag do, but we're not that bothered about getting married. I want to be a Kate McCabe, but I want to be a Kate Perry. Of that would be a good name, because I don't know. I'm just happy. And I think if we did get married, Lee might expect me to do his ironing, and I don't iron, so no, that's just a joke. He wouldn't really. He doesn't really iron much himself either. He irons the odd thing. Anyway, so maybe, but I don't think so. I think we're just quite happy as we are, because always, sometimes, you know, when people get married after like 10 years, they can break up. So I do worry about that. It's like a funny thing. But obviously some people can be fine. So no, but I do want a party. I want a party. Hello to Lima Online. What's your favourite decor you have ever bought? I'm not sure. I've got a lovely bed that I got off Gumtree, that you might have seen, like a velvet bed, and this chair. I like this chair. Favourite type of decor at the minute, the kitchen. I like greys, I like coppers, I like white, and we're doing our house up at the minute, so I will show you sort of my house decor when we've done up the house, so I hope that's okay. Hello to Cara J, who asked about Rufus and Bestie. Lucy G, hello. She says, what does Lee do as a job? He works in a football soccer academy in Dereham, so he does like a higher education soccer course. So yeah, that's football stuff. That's what he does. He's very good at what he does as well. He's very good. Hello to Pamela Powell. Hello. She said, welcome back, Kate. How did you get into singing? When I was younger, about age 12, 13, I used to do impressions of Ace of Base and Celine Dion. And then my friend Daisy, my best friend at the time, hello, Daisy doesn't, I don't say hello Daisy, she doesn't watch these videos. Right, so she was on the piano and I started singing Part of Your World, Little Mermaid, and it sounded quite nice. Out of nowhere, she was on the piano, I sang the vocal, and then we started doing it at all the assemblies at school. So I don't know why we did it or how it came about. It's just one of those things, a complete random afternoon, and then we were singing at like all the assemblies and for different things. I can't remember, Record of Achievement Day, if anything like that exists. So that's how it started off, and then my parents came to watch, and they didn't even know I could sing. They just thought I was messing about, and then they sat in the audience at school, and I looked over before I had to wear glasses, and their faces were like this, and I thought, oh no, I must be singing really bad. So I was, look at the stuff, isn't I looked at them as I was singing that song, and they looked really sad, and I was like, oh no. But then they were crying. My mum even did this thing where she went to the person in front and went, that's my daughter. So they were really proud of me. And then I think that was when I was 15. So messing about doing impressions from the age of 13, and then 15 properly sang, and then I went to college and did an A-level, but I was a bit naughty at college. I just didn't have much of an attention span and didn't really want to listen to teachers telling me off. I still got my A-levels, but I probably wasn't as focused as I could have been. I think I just wanted to perform, basically. Then I went off to be a Haven mate in 1999 and started singing there, like as a Haven, a vocalist in the shows, and then it went off from there, basically. So I hope that's okay. Hello to Jill, who says, did you always want to be a singer? I love your voice. Oh, thank you. I was so nervous when I put up that song, Shawn Mendes song. Yeah, and I loved the response, was just overwhelming, so thank you very much. Did I always want to be a singer? Yeah, I did. As soon as I did that assembly, a couple of assemblies we did when I was 15, I was hooked. I was like, oh, I really enjoy this. It was like sort of freedom of, I don't know. I just really enjoyed it. I never had singing lessons. I just sang, and yeah, I always wanted to be a singer, and then it just sort of fell into it, and then became a self-employed singer. And yeah, I really enjoy it still, like nearly 20 years or 23 years ago when I did that assembly that I keep going on about. Hello to Wendy Wilson, who says, what came first, being a DJ or singing? It was singing, and then I did a bit of stand-up comedy, and then I got scared of stand-up comedy, and then I went into radio presenting, Radio Jackie and Tolworth. I went and did a bit of travel, and then I applied for a job in Lowestoft at the Beach radio station and got it. So that's how I got into presenting in 2007. Right, okay, so hello to Laura Bay, who says, hello Laura, what's your most favourite mug of the day and most expensive and, what's your most favourite mug of the day and what's the most cheapest and the most expensive mug of the day? Ooh, I can answer this one. Favourite one is tricky. I've got a few, don't think I can answer favourite one. I'm sorry, I'm going to duck out of that question. Cheapest one though is my Pip mug, and two Pip mugs, this is weird. So cheapest one, expensive one, same make. One was bought from John Lewis, one was bought from McCabe yourself. I'm going to go and grab them and I will show you. This is interesting, isn't it? The most expensive was this one. It was £10 from John Lewis. It was brand new, and I bought that I think around Christmas time. And I think I was buying some presents, and I had to get the money to £50 to get free delivery, and I thought, well, I'll get this one. So I do love this mug, but £10. I wouldn't buy it now, but I did obviously buy it then. So that's my most expensive one. I think it's beautiful, but it's very expensive. And then this is my cheapest one, same make and just as lovely, and that was 10p. So most expensive, the cheapest mug, and they're the same make. So me before YouTube, me after, not after YouTube, during YouTube. So I think I'm much better at getting bargains now. And yeah, I would never pay £10 for a mug again. No, I wouldn't. I couldn't do that. Another few favourite ones that I've got. I just grabbed them. I've got loads of favourite mugs, millions of. Well, I literally have millions of them, but these were just two that I really love. This is a Cambridge one from the range. It's one of the first mugs of the day, I think. It's from like January, and it's just kind of see-through as well. Hello, you can't see me, but you can see it when you put tea or coffee in there. And that was from the range. That was $4.99, and so is this. This was $4.99. This is my mermaid mug that I got from TK Maxx. And there's millions of mugs. A lovely shell one that Patty Portman got me the other day, a pig yellow one, and yeah, all kinds of mugs. So this is a few of my favourites, but I can't choose one because I love them all. I can't choose one. I love them all as much as each other. I love you, and I love you, and I love you, and you back there. I love you, mug of the day today. I couldn't choose. I love all of my mugs very much. I've just been editing this video, so I've just come back to record this extra bit because basically this Q&A video is over an hour, which is too long. So I don't even know if I can export it. So what I'm going to do is end this here, then get tomorrow's ready for tomorrow, if that's okay. So you'll have tonight's Q&A, and then I'll do the rest that I've already recorded earlier on today, and I'll put that on for tomorrow. So I'm going to end this here. Hope you enjoyed it so far. Part 1 of this Q&A. It's just so long. I just can't answer a question without, like, you know, going into it. So I hope you enjoyed this part, and I'll have tomorrow's ready for you tomorrow evening. So thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, and I will, yeah, another part for you tomorrow. See you later. Bye.